right, how's everybody doing this afternoon? We're up here in God's country, just below the clouds. Beautiful, beautiful fall September day. Take this opportunity to visit with you a little bit about how I string my pack string along. I've had several questions about it, so I'm going to show you what I do with the lead ropes. I'll get up here a little closer so you can see. I've got a clip on one end and a quick release on the other. Now some people say, well, how come you don't have a quick release on both ends? Well, let's start with the quick release is what I'm going to put on the animal I'm riding, and it's going to be the closest thing to me in the string. So if I'm stringing more than one mule, this is always going to be on the mule's saddle. This is going to be on their halter. Now the reason I snap this onto the halter is it won't come out. I've seen these quick releases when you get in a pinch and a mule pulls back. I've seen these open at the same time on your rope. And what happens is your rope goes flying into the brush, and sometimes you can find it and sometimes you can't. But with this snapped onto the halter, this remains on the halter. This will come loose, either break your breakaway, or this will, under pressure, it'll snap open and it'll come undone. So that's why I put one of each on there. And you know, everybody has their own preference. What I found works good for me is the length of my lead rope for each of my string animals is about 55 inches. So I go 55 from tip to tip, and that is just the right length. You want it long enough so they can drink. And if you're a person that lets them graze on the trail, good for you. I do it sometimes. But when I'm in nasty country that's cliffy, rocky, steep, I will put a feed muzzle on my mules so they can't graze in the trail. I'll cover that in another video. I'll show you how that works and how I make them. But for now, it needs to be long enough that they can get down to the ground and not get their foot hung up in the rope. If you have it too long and they crowd the critter in front of them, sometimes they'll step over that rope. A lot of times if you're crossing water, they kind of high step. As they step and reach for that next step out there, they will actually step over this lead rope. And that's no bueno. You don't want them stepping over a rope, especially if you're in any kind of water. I've seen mules and horses nearly drowned getting hung up in a rope that way. But anyway, this is going to go on my breakaway behind my saddle. This goes to the lead rope, or to the halter of the mule behind it. Okay, so you'll notice the proper length of lead rope for your pack string is crucial. You don't want their feet getting hung up in it. You'll notice just crossing that tree, the right length, it doesn't get hung up on the tree as they're crossing and going negotiating down timber and everything. If it's a little too long, you got a major problem when that lead rope gets down and gets caught on a tree. So you got to get it the right length. Keep it in that 55-inch range and you'll be good to go. Remember, a quick release on your saddle, a snap on the halter on the one behind you. You put that quick release on the saddle, so if you had to turn around, you could pop it loose really fast. Or if a member of your string got into trouble, all you got to do is get to the one in front of it and push that quick release and they're free. I know you might have some questions. If you do, let me know in the comments. Hopefully that answers your questions. But you know, the other thing on my mules, I've used them for so long, they've been in the hills so much that I don't take the lead rope on my pack string hardly ever and carry it in my hand. You can. Someone will wrap it around your saddle horn a couple times and let it drop underneath your leg. I don't do that. I have enough things going on that I don't worry about it, and I'm not really worried about my string breaking off and taken away, going on a walkabout, if you will. So this will attach onto my riding saddle, onto my piggin and my breakaway, put that on the halter, and I'm good to go. I keep turning around and checking my loads and everything, but I don't worry about my critters disappearing. Hopefully that was helpful. And you know the drill. Like if you do, subscribe if you haven't. And if you want more notifications, hit the bell, because I'm going to be doing a lot of videos here this fall and giving you little hacks and tricks and things that I've learned along the way. So Hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching and hope you're having a great day.